Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So it's been a minute since I have been on here filming. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Anyway, I'm just so happy to be back here. So today I'm going to be just testing out some new things, new to me. I don't know how new some of these are to the drugstore. Everything, however, is going to be drugstore or at least drugstore pricing. I have a foundation that we're going to be testing out today, the new-ish, I think it's new, Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Foundation. I'm going to call it drugstore because drugstore prices these days are just out there. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Laura. I appreciate you joining me today. I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of future uploads. And with that, let's go ahead and jump in and do our makeup. So we're going to start with the Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Foundation. I picked this up at Ulta the other day. I have tried it. We're gonna put this on, just kind of see how it does today. The lighting is different. It has been raining like crazy where I live. I don't know if it's been all over the place. I live on the East Coast. So I don't know, but it's been awful. I mean, just downpour. So the lighting is a little better today. We're going to see what this looks like and some natural light. And then we're going to go in. We're going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Dream Team palette. So we're going to try this palette today. I'll probably just use this for eyeshadow as well. I don't have any new eyeshadow, and honestly, I've been keeping it very simple lately. And I also have a new mascara we're going to try out. I actually got a couple new ones, but this one I don't think I've shown yet on video. So that's what we're going to do. So I have had my skincare on for a while and sunscreen. It's actually afternoon. I've had some things to do today. So I'm late kind of jumping in here and putting on a face, but that is okay. It's a weekend and we're just going to go with it. All right, so let's jump into this foundation. So this is again, this is the Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundations. I feel like there are so many of these skin tints, these light serum-like foundations coming out lately. I've gotten a bunch of them. I mean, if I recall, it kind of started, I think, unless I've missed some here and there, which is possible, with the L'Oreal True Match, I think it is, serum. It seems like after that everybody started making these serum-like light foundations. So I don't know, we're gonna see what this one is like. I've tried it once, like I said. I haven't used it much. So I have the shade F5, which was light complexions with warm to neutral undertones. It seemed like it worked pretty well. It does oxidize a little bit like most foundations do, but let's pull up the Ulta website and we're gonna see what it says. Okay, so it looks like on Ulta's website this gets 3.7 out of 5 stars. Okay, I'm counting 20 shades. I got the shade F5, 1, 2, let's see. It's interesting because they have half shades in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th from the lightest shade, which is unusual for me. I'm usually a couple. It looks like they're lacking, again, in the deeper skin tones. So, but anyway, I am for light skin tones with a warm neutral undertone. This seems to work pretty well for me. I'm going to go ahead and show you this bottle. It is a pump dispenser. It is pretty liquidy. That is one pump. You can see how liquidy that is. It does seem to have a peachy undertone, which, you know, should work just fine. For me, it seems to, let's see. So it does say it does have some skincare in it. To me, that just doesn't mean a whole lot. Okay, yes, oh good. Available in 20 shades. Lightweight, breathable foundation. It says that you can build it up. You can have sheer coverage or subtle coverage or build for a second skin effect. Hyaluronic acid, and it has peptides as well. So we're going to go ahead and go in with this foundation. I did finally get my hair done. Did I mention that already? I'm so happy to have the gray covered up. So we're just going to go in. I'm going to use a brush, just my preferred method here, and we will start building this up a little bit. Now, it does go on rather dewy at first. I mean, it looks, you know, pretty, I don't know, it almost stays like wet looking. I don't know how else to describe that, but it does kind of settle into the skin, and you know, I like to say it settles down, meaning it kind of soaks into the skin and just looks a lot better as the day goes on. So it goes on very easily. It soaks in very, very quickly. You know what? I'm going to use my fingers up here. Let's just see what I didn't really try that, I don't think. I actually kind of like the way it looks using my fingers, though I do think it soaks up a little bit of the product. It does look nice that way. But when this settles down, soaks into the skin, it's been sitting for a minute or two, it does start to turn into more of a natural finish. It is very light. I will say it has a strong scent. It's not bad. It's a pleasant scent. I don't mind it, but it is strong. So just something to keep in mind. If you are sensitive, you might not like this. It's pretty evident that there's fragrance added. I'm not going to put this up under my eyes, but if you can see, that was one pump, and it covers pretty well. I mean, this is what I would call a medium coverage. You can still see my freckles through it. I mean, it doesn't cover everything, but I am pretty happy with that. I probably will not build that up anymore. I am pretty happy with the way that looks. I'm just gonna rely on concealer, but let me just, and hopefully you can see, you know, it just evens out your skin tone. It's nice and light. I mean, I can barely feel it on the skin. I can tell it's there, but barely. It's not sitting heavy or anything like that. So it's really settled down quite nicely. You know, again, one layer is looking pretty nice. Honestly, I wouldn't go too much more than this. I feel like even though this is a thin formula, it could start to look heavy. I think that it's clinging a little bit to some dryness that I have. I did feel like it did that last time. I don't know. So if you have a super dry skin, I don't know how much you would like this. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is only the second time I've tried it. Luminous, yeah, it's luminous when you first put it on. I would not say it's luminous as it sits. So if you've used this, let us know down below what you think. How do you like the formula? How do you think it compares to others? I'm going to compare this to the Wet n Wild and maybe even my L'Oreal True Match. Okay, so I had forgotten, I also have this one from Walmart. This is also from Revolution. This is a Super Serum Hyaluronic Acid Foundation. It's interesting, I have the shade F2 in this one. Let me I don't know if I've ever reviewed this, but I'm going to put these on side by side, I think, at some point and try them out. But these are essentially the same thing as far as consistency. They smell the same. That's interesting. Let's build it up a little bit down here and see what this... Okay, that shade is a lot lighter, but that's okay. I'm sure these feel the same. Okay, these feel exactly the same. You know what? I'm going to do that one day. I am going to put these two side by side and just see how similar they are, because this cost $4. $4 at Walmart. This was $14 at Ulta. Both have hyaluronic acid in them. This one is very pretty. I do remember liking this one. I haven't worn it in a while. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison of these two, because I suspect they're basically the same thing. All right. Anyone ever used both of these? Let us know. I'm gonna do a comparison. I had forgotten that I had this till I started this video. So at any rate, that is this foundation. I mean, I like it. It's pretty. We'll see. I haven't quite decided if I'm gonna keep it or not. I mean, we'll see. I will say though, all these serum-like foundations have this dropper, which I hate that. This has a nice pump, but honestly, I don't know, if it's the same as what I already have, I don't know, that might be going back. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a good try though. I hate taking back a product that, you know, we'll see, but there was no good way to try it. So, all right, moving on, we're gonna go ahead and finish our face with this product. Now, this has been around for a while. I've never tried this full palette. However, I have many of these in singles. So I have this Maru Maru Butter Bronzer. I do have this one in a single. I have this blush, which is absolutely beautiful. I love this blush in the single. Actually, I have it right here. The Butter Believe It in Pink Sands. This is a very, very nice blush. Do I have, oh, I think I got rid of a highlighter. Maybe I only have those two. That might be it actually. But this blush, I have tried this. This is beautiful. I love this blush so much. And so we're gonna dive into this today, and I am gonna use this Butter Believe It face powder as my powder today over this foundation. So actually, oh my gosh, you know what? Look, I jumped right out of this. I did not use my, I didn't put on any concealer. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do real quick the Catrice True Skin concealer. I've already reviewed this very, very nice concealer. I'm really not going anywhere, so I'm not gonna go crazy. Just really wanted to show you these products. I love this concealer. I have not tried very many of Catrice's products. I don't know why, but I need to. I need to try one of their foundations as well. I know they have a couple seem to be pretty popular. Oh, I love this concealer so much. This is so good. Let's go in with some of this powder. I'm gonna just use a big fluffy brush, going with a little bit of this. And it does a very nice job of blurring out your pores. It does keep your foundation on. I mean, it's not my favorite powder I've ever used. I really do love the Flower Beauty Light Illusion powder better. However, with this being all in the same palette, I mean, I'm good. If I'm traveling, you know, I've talked about this before. I do love a really good full face palette, and these can be used as eyeshadows, and I'm gonna do that today. Let's see. So let's go in with this bronzer right here, just the lighter one first. And let's see, I think I'm going to use a fluffier, I think I'll do this. I'll go in with this is the Real Techniques powder brush, but I'm going to use it for bronzer. I don't always use brushes for what they're intended to be used for. Ooh. Here. And this is a nice subtle bronzer. If you've ever used these, just really, I don't know, they're just kind of blurring on the skin. I love this lighter shade just to give me, for my skin tone anyway, just to give me a nice slightly bronzed up look. Okay. Nice and subtle. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of a densely packed brush. Okay, and I'm going to go in with this matte Minoy Butter bronzer. This is a little bit of a deeper shade here. I mean, I wouldn't say the other one is luminous, but this one specifically says that it is matte. And I'm going to just sort of take this, I'm going to still keep it up higher to lift everything up, but just more underneath of my cheekbone. Not that I'm contouring really, but it's not really the right shade, but just, you know, a little bit of extra bronze here. This foundation does play nicely with powder over it. I actually think it looks a little better. It's interesting. For a serum, it's looking a little heavy. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, a little heavier than yesterday, but I've had my skincare on a lot longer, so I don't know. I felt like I got a little oily yesterday, through the day, but this is, you know, we'll see. Anyway, okay. I feel like I need a little bit of lip balm. This is the Lano Lips Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Rose. These are pretty nice. They're really thick though. They have a nice tint to them. Okay. Okay. Going back into this palette, we are going to use some of this darker blush here. Let's see, and I'm just going with a fluffy brush. This is a beautiful shade. I'm going to keep it again up a little higher. You can go in kind of light-handed and make this sort of subtle. Very pretty. These do have that kind of coconut, like buttery scent to them, just like the others, the singles do. Okay. All right, now, that's a very pretty shade. Okay. Very, very pretty. I think what I'm going to do next, what I have been doing with this palette, is I'm going in with a different brush, and I'm going to go into this Butter Believe It blush in Pink Sands. I'm going to use this in a similar way to the way I use the Natasha Denona Hyper Natural palette, and just kind of, because this is a lighter shade of blush, just sort of go over around the edges of that first blush shade, and it just kind of gives you this nice airbrushed effect. It just kind of evens it out. I don't know. It's just really pretty. They're pretty combined. Okay, so we've used all of these. I'm not going to use this as a highlighter. This, first of all, is more like a cream than anything. It is crazy pigmented, but it's just a little bit too deep, I guess, for my liking as a highlighter. However, this is beautiful on your lids. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that as a shadow on my lids. I did not prime my eyes yet. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to use this up. It's not my favorite. It's okay. But since I don't really need it to be, I don't need it to stick around too long today. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. I'm going to go ahead and let the primer sit. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, and then I will be back and we will go ahead and do an eye look with this palette. Okay, I am back. Let's jump into this eyeshadow. I just used a little bit of my e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Neutral Brown on my brows. Again, I'm not really going anywhere. I'm not worried about it being perfect today. So I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to first go in with this bronzer shade. Let's see. This is, yeah, this is in the shade bronzer. So it's just that lighter shade of bronze. And I kind of like the way it looks to use the same shades on your face as your eyes. I feel like it just gives a nice cohesive look, sun-kissed look, natural. There you go. Okay, and then we're going to go in and just use a different brush. I'm going to go down onto this one here. And I'm going to just pick up a little bit of everything. This is kind of a peachy shade of blush. This is the Pink Sands shade. And we're going to go kind of just mix those together a little bit. Give a little bit of a peachy tone. I'm just being very haphazard with this. I'm not trying to be careful. I'm just creating like a shadow on my brow bone to try to, you know, give a little definition. There we go. I feel like I went a little bit too far forward. Just gonna neaten that up. Something has some luminosity in it because I think it's the blush. I'm seeing it here, but I did not use any highlighter, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and use my finger and go back in with that highlighter again. This is basically cream, but it does set itself down as it dries. But this is beautiful on the lid. It's just very, it just gives you a nice sheen. It's not glittery at all. It spreads beautifully because it's meant to be a highlighter. But I do really like this on my lid. And it's so easy. Okay, let's go in with this deep bronze. And I'm just gonna put that on the outer corner here. Blend it around, that's it. Again, just trying to kind of create a little bit of definition. I feel like I could use just a little bit more blush, so I'm gonna go back in with this, and this is the shade, I didn't look that up. Spicy Mauve is the shade of this blush. And it's so pretty. This really is a very nice, pretty shade. So there's that. I mean, there's a whole look. I don't know if you can see the eye look here, but I'm happy with that. So I've been dying to try this. I keep passing it by. I finally saw it at Target, and half the time they are broken. I mean, you can't find these without the highlighter. I mean, they had maybe 4 of these in the store, and all but this one were broken. It's really a shame. So I was able to find one that was not broken and was still covered in plastic, and sealed. At any rate, I really like this. I'll use this a lot this summer, I think. I do love these full face palettes. I know it's not really meant to be eyeshadow, but I mean, just really, really pretty. I'm gonna skip the highlighter today. I just don't feel like I need it. And again, I'm not going anywhere. So the next thing I'm gonna show you is I got a couple of new mascaras. One I already did a short on, and I really, really, really like it. Oh, here it is. It's the Flower Beauty Warrior Princess. I know this is not new. It's new to me, and I just love it. It's got that kind of volumizing wand. It doesn't flake. I can put it on my lower lashes. This is really, really good stuff. I found another one, and I had not seen this. It may not be new. I don't know. I've never seen it before. It's the Essence Lash Like a Boss mascara in Ultra Black. This gives instant volume and length. It's very messy. Oh, That's the only thing about Essence mascaras. It's messy, but it's very good. It's a curved sort of a wand. But I'm gonna use this today, and I'll show you just how quickly this builds up. And you can make it look pretty natural. You don't have to. You don't have to go in too heavy, and it just immediately, look at the, I mean, I hardly put any on there, and it's just instant. Volume, length. You have to be careful though, it does get very messy. I almost always get it up a little bit on my lids. But what I do is I go down and kind of wiggle at the bottom of my lashes, the base of my lashes, and then I kind of go up top here and just add a little bit to the tip of my lashes. And that just gives the, look at that, it's so pretty. And again, it's Essence, their mascaras are $4.99. I love this. I think they had they had a waterproof version. I don't get waterproof mascara. I don't like it. But so you can see, I mean, it gives you just very quickly, gives you a nice volumized look to the lashes, but it also lengthens. I like a mascara that does both and does it well. I'm so picky about mascara. I don't like all of Essence mascaras. This is a good one. This one is a very, very nice mascara. I'm not going to put it on my lower lashes. That one is not lower lash approved. This one, the Flower Beauty, worked just fine. But I love it. Okay, so is that everything? I think that might be everything that I have for today that is new, or at least new to me. I'm going to continue to use this Revolution Skin Silk foundation, and I'm going to try this one day up against the Super Serum. I know I like this one, and maybe I'll do a full video on this one, but either way, we're going to put these two together and see how they perform, because I can tell you it's looking, with the powder, it's looking a little better. I feel like it's a little bit more airbrush. It's looking a little bit heavy for a minute. I don't know. I wore this yesterday and it held up very well. I don't know, bronzer and blush went on very, very nicely over this. So again, if you have tried this, let us know down below. What do you think of it? Is it one that you'll use consistently, that you really like, or is it, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna keep using it. I'll use it a few more times and just see what I think. I'm gonna go over it with just a little bit of the NYX Marshmallow setting spray. I really like this too. This is really nice. Does have a pretty strong scent to it. If you're sensitive to smell, it's like a sweet, kind of like a candy-like smell. It even tells you sweetly scented on the outside, but I like it. Okay, I think that's everything. I can tell you with 100% certainty, I would buy this again. This is really, really nice. I'm going to use this more this summer. I can tell you for sure. And I love this mascara, and I love I love this one, the Essence Lash Like a Boss. I also love this Flower Beauty Warrior Princess. I know they're not new. This one, at least, I know is not new. I've heard people talk about it. Never tried a Flower Beauty mascara, so I thought I'd try it. I love it. I will definitely use this. Some of my mascaras were getting a little old and I had to get rid of. So at any rate, these two are just beautiful. Neither of them are tubing mascaras, which is what I prefer. But Love, love, love those. Okay, I think that's everything I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like this style of video, and I hope that you have a great week ahead and make it a great day. Bye!